Welcome back to my channels, my broken beauties. This is Broken to Be You channel. My name is Dara. Thank you for stopping by. And today's topic we'll be talking about is having self-acceptance. First of all, I myself had been working on self-acceptance, and it's still going to be a work in progress journey because you're going to be, thrown in a situation and, you know, just situations in life to really teach you how to accept things the way it is, and to just fully accept it, whether you agree to it or not. Just accept it, because sometimes we don't have control over that. I can just talk to you about me experiencing things that I had found it hard to accept, which is, how I was brought up, how my parents divorced. That was one of the hardest things for me to accept. Okay. And just accepting that I will have a stepmom, I will have a stepdad, and just accepting that I will not have both parents there raising me up, and I won't have certain families to want to love and really accept me for who I am. And I just had to accept that because I was raised with parents who divorced, and so lacking morals and value as a child of divorced parents. And that just makes the community kind of just like want to stay away from those kind of children. So in our community, we have like, I was growing up and I was watching, Hmong movies about like how the parents divorce and the child of the divorced couples would struggle a lot and have a hard life, because not a lot of people in the Hmong community or the Hmong family would be accepting of the child to be around their children or to be around their family. And it's just because I think it's like more like they're ignorant. They feel like they don't have both parents there, so they're going to lack morals and values, and they just are going to be a child who's broken. Basically, I feel like there's just a stigma of not having acceptance because you're not like everybody else that has both parents there. So I had to accept that. So it was a hard time of really truly accepting that you were brought to this life, your parents didn't work out, they weren't compatible, they broke up, and now you have parents that are split up trying to do what they can, whether it's very minimal or nothing at all or something at all. Like, you just have to accept that they've moved on, they have their kids, they have a new partner, and they're working on them and their life, and you have to accept that. And I had to accept that, it wasn't my fault that they divorced. And I had to accept that, sorry, I'm saying accept a lot because this is acceptance video. I had to accept that I'm going to be different. I'm not going to be liked by others. And that is okay. I accept it because they're just not going to like you. They're not going to like you. So that's it. And what was really hard for me is that I grew up being very curvy compared to my cousins that I grew up with. They're more like smaller frame and petite, and I was more like curvilicious and thicker. You will not have that skinny petite frame. Your body was made curvilicious by genetics, and just accept it because it's beautiful. Some people will never have curves, and embrace it. Be happy that you have a curvilicious body, okay? And sometimes you have things that people want and you want what other people want, but just accept it because you're going to be you. You're going to be growing old with you. You are going to be living your life being you. So accepting that was hard, but I did it. And accepting that I am one of the Asian girls with the big lip, okay? You see this? I always wanted to have a small little tiny mouse lip, okay? Because I didn't want to be noticeable. I just wanted to have a small lip because it's more attractive in the Asian community, at least. That's what I think. But as I grew older and I was around, you know, friends and coworkers and family, and they're like, you have a really nice lip. And I'm like, me? I have a big, nice lip? Girl, if I could trade this, I would. You know, that's what I said back then. That was unfortunate. And now it's like, people are like, you should embrace it. You know, you should really love your lips, because some people are getting, like, what is it? Botox injections on their lips just to have what I have, or fillers, lip fillers, or whatever you call it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you have the money and you want to do it and that's your body, that's fine. But some people want to have big lips and thick lips, full lips, right? And for me, sometimes I have to make my lipstick or choose a certain color to not make it stand out so much. But if I keep on being cautious about it and looking at it every time I take a picture, I ain't gonna take good pictures because I'm all cautious about my lips, okay? It's gonna show, and it ain't gonna be such a beautiful picture when you see that. So accepting that I will always have big lips. I accept I have big lips. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me big lips, okay? Amen to that. So accepting that, you know, certain body parts, shape, curves, you are going to have. So, and I've always had a hard time accepting that I look like my dad and my mom, okay? Because I felt in some way back then ashamed that I was made by my parents, and you know, they somewhat struggled raising us, and it was hard, and because they weren't too proud of raising us, and I wasn't too proud of having them as my parents, it was really hard for me to accept that they're my parents and that I look like them, okay? That is the honest truth. And as I grew older, I look at myself and I'm like, you know what? It's okay that I look like my mom and dad. You know, I mean, they're like normal people who has normal face and body figure, and they're just normal, okay? So there's nothing wrong with me looking normal, looking like my parents, okay? So accept that. And I accepted that. And working on accepting one thing after another, and the more you accept and work on yourself, it'll be easier, because you'll make your life easier, okay? Because before, if you don't accept, it's like a wall. You can only see it halfway. You can't really enjoy it because you're just halfway, just really enjoying it by the view and not really being in the moment enjoying it, okay? And as I'm explaining my struggles and examples of what I found it hard to accept, I hope that it will help you walk through with you realizing what you had a hard time accepting and what you're currently struggling on accepting on. And it was hard for me to accept that, you know, I don't have like the best grammar. I don't have the best English, okay? And that is okay. You know, I talk a certain way. And when people made fun of me, that scarred me, you know? And they're like, yeah, she talks like, you know, with a certain accent, or they'll like mock me, whether it was at work, you know? But it was like, it was okay. If y'all don't like me for who I am and y'all think I'm funny, I'm glad that y'all finding that I'm funny in some way to lighten up your day. I mean, Lord bless them, their souls. But you know, you just have to accept that there's gonna be people who don't like you because you're different, you're unique, you're you know, and it's nothing wrong being you. It's them, because they have problem. Like, it's normal being you. What's wrong with that? If you being you and people are making fun of you, they got problems, not you. They make you feel like you got problems to feel bad and to feel shunned out and noticed and feel bad about yourself. No. Don't let anybody make you feel like you are different and it's horrible to be different and it's horrible to be you. No. You need to be you. That brings out your character. That brings out who you are. And if we all look alike and act alike and dress alike, and we're in a table trying to do a meeting to bring in new business, girl, that's gonna be a boring business. It's gonna be a similar business that we already have. Like, come on, we need variety. We need different people who are upbeat, excited, boring, loud, quiet, smart, creative, intelligent, dumb. I don't know. Like, you need a variety of stuff. Just like how to bake a cake. You need variety of ingredients. You can't just use flour and water. You want ingredients. You want other things to put into the cake to make it have more flavor, texture, smell. Okay? So, accepting that you talk different, you don't have the best grammar, accept that. Amen. And as I move along with my journey, learning new things that I don't like about myself, or people notice and they talk about me and make me feel like there's something wrong with me that I need to work on or change about me. No. I mean, yeah, there's things where you can improve, but if it's part of your flaws and that's part of who you are and how you're brought up, like, don't try to change yourself for anybody. It's miserable, because no matter what, you're never going to be able to, keep it up to make somebody like you enough. Yeah, maybe it might work for one day, and then the next day they go back to treating you the same, so ain't even worth it. Because I've done it. I'm guilty of it. And what else? So having acceptance and just really knowing that you're not perfect. Thank you to one of my friends that I've talked to just recently. I just wanted to say thank you. You have shown me that you've not only accepted yourself too, but you have accepted things that you couldn't change about yourself. And you are very courageous and a strong woman, and you are beautiful for that. And I respect you for that, because you shine so beautiful. Like, I don't even care like your hair color or anything like that. I just think you're beautiful for being you. Like, I honestly think you are beautiful. I don't want to put your name out there, but you are beautiful. And I told you I was thankful for your wisdom the other day. Thank you. And having acceptance had made my life so much easier. So, you guys, if I didn't have acceptance, I would not have the guts to be on camera. I would be so cautious about everything I do and say and look and sound. And just work on it. We'll get there. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to keep practicing and going at it. Like, I was working with one of my therapists, and she was working on me with having acceptance of my curves, because I told her I was not as proportioned as I would like it to be. Like, I would like certain area to be flatter, skinnier, and thicker, or I don't know. Like, I just had a vision in my head, right, that I want it to be. But knowing that I am not... It's like, you're a human. You're going to be the way you're going to be, regardless, And embrace that, you have a body. And she told me to go look in the mirror, naked, one day when I was by myself, and just really look at myself and accept it and embrace it and say, I love you, body. I love you, body parts, and just really appreciate that you have those parts to help function your body. And you have those parts, you have every bits and piece of it as a human being. Like, just appreciate what you have, because having that acceptance is very empowering. It's beautiful when you accept yourself just the way you are. So my broken beauties, I just want you to guys... Okay, let's do this again. So my broken beauties, I just want you guys to know that you guys are beautiful just the way you are. I'm going to love you guys just the way you guys are. And I'm going to accept y'all just the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. Yeah, we're going through things that we need to learn, but there's nothing wrong with you. And so don't try to keep on fixing yourself. Like my friend the other day who gave me some wisdom. Don't keep on fixing yourself. If you keep on fixing yourself and scraping yourself and doing different things to your hair because people always got to say something about it, you are going to be looking like a big mess. Like, it's not even authentic. It's not even cute. It's not even you. It's not even beautiful, because that's not you, and you're not going to be feeling it. So as you can tell, when I'm feeling myself, I'm like me. I'm Dara. Like my friends would say, oh, let's pull the Dara move. Dara move. And that means a lot in general because I have my own ways of doing things that they'll be like, I just pulled a Dara move, okay? I love you guys. My friends are amazing, even though they're doing their own thing right now. But okay, so anyways, have acceptance and work on it. And little by little, every day, things will get easier and smoother. And I'm sure y'all, hopefully y'all will gain some kind of knowledge and experience and connection with this video. And just know that it takes time. It takes time and patience, and you can't lie to yourself. If you're going to have a hard time accepting certain things about you, then it's going to take way longer. But that's okay. Be patient with that process of accepting and knowing that you are you. Whether you're in a certain figure or a certain size, or you look a certain way, or you talk a certain way, you sound a certain way, that's okay. Honey, you are beautiful and perfect just the way you are. Because you know why? We can't change that. We were born like that, genetically made up like that. You know, we were raised up in a certain area. We just learned how to talk a certain way, and that makes us special the way we are. And I can't talk like try to make Cardi B talk like we could try to make her talk like Britney Spears. No. See, when you do that and you tell Cardi B to talk like Britney Spears, and that's not her, you're gonna be like, what's wrong with Cardi B? Like, you'd be like, it's not her. It's not the best, shining the best her, right? But when Cardi B is being her and going, ow, or doing the weird sound effect noise, and Cardi B saying like, you know, her usual sound effects and just being funny and being silly her and being in the moment and being herself, that is beautiful. So I respect that, and I feel like that's genuinely beautiful because that's who she is. That's her personality. But when you're trying to tell someone to do something that they're not and they're doing it, it's not authentic, it's not cute, it's not beautiful, it's fake, or it's just not real. So yeah, that's an example. I hope that example kind of helps, shows, you know, because yeah, that would not mesh well if Cardi B was acting like she was Britney Spears and talked like Britney Spears. No. Cardi B is beautiful the way she is, and Britney Spears is beautiful the way she is. So you guys know that they are brought up different in a different part of the U.S. and yeah, and different parents and different upbringing and background. So yeah, and yeah, for me too. Like, I'm goofy. I'm very bubbly, dorky. I'm kind of spontaneous, yet stubborn. Can be hard-headed at times, but I'm gonna be me, and I can't. Yeah, there's some times where I have to adjust and talk to people a certain way so they can understand my language. There's been events where they're like, come again? What you trying to say? Okay, I'm gonna try to say it in a way where you'll understand. Okay. So I talk like this normally, but if somebody's having a hard time understanding me, I'd be like, yes, and I hope I was trying to get my message across by telling you I'm talking like this and very proper English, and I hope that you can understand it in this tone and soft and calmness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they understand what I'm saying, but that's not authentic me, and they probably get offended because I sound like I'm mocking them in some way. I'm not, but I mean, if I'm talking like this and you guys don't get me, and I'm trying to talk proper English, like, yeah, so what I was trying to tell you is, please put the bag inside the other bag so it's double bagged, and put my stuff nicely away aside here so that we can move it over here. You know, just kind of like you're trying to adjust to meet them halfway so they can understand your language, because they don't understand your language right now because it's not improper or in a certain way of tone. You know, it's just like, okay, I will try and meet you halfway, but you don't understand. Okay. So I hope I did not offend anybody, but sometimes I really have to change my tone because people are like, what are you trying to say? Can you come again? And I'm not going to judge them because maybe they didn't understand me. Maybe they really didn't understand, so that's fine. But if I'm trying to twist and adjust with you, you not understanding it, then okay, just, yeah, forget that. I just hope you guys learn and gain some wisdom that I'm not perfect. I have struggles too. I have things that I'm working on accepting, and things that I've accepted in my life has been like, whew, it feels good. It feels like the flow is easier. It's easier, you know? Oh, and one of the things I want you guys to know is I learned this from my uncle. Shout out to my uncle. Hey. My uncle said, you know, one of the things that I was struggling, because he could see it when he does shaman ritual on me. He knows that, like, in my past, I cannot redo my past. What I've done in the past, I cannot redo. I didn't know any better, you know, and it's about time and growing and grasping and understanding and learning, okay? And in the past, I did things that I was ashamed of that I shouldn't have done, you know? And we make mistakes. We're human, you know? And just learning that life lesson there is very powerful. And my uncle's like, you need to accept it, and really just let it go. Go with the flow. Like, you can't change what happened in the past of what you've done that you're not proud of, that you wish you could have changed. You're making life too hard. Just accept it for what has done in the past. You didn't know any better. And for me, forgive myself and move on and say, that was me back in when I was 15. That was me back when I was 14, 13, 12. Like, if you are a very knowledgeable person, you understand completely how a 12-year-old acting the way she did immaturely and compared to a 29-year-old person acting much more wise and able to handle herself better. What does that tell you? That means it's the age difference. It's the knowledge, the understanding, the living and learning process. Okay, so with that being said, if you've done anything that you are not proud of, or you're ashamed, or you wish you could have done differently, like, just accept it. Accept it for what it is and take it as a learning experience, you know, because you can't change anything that happened to you, and you live and learn, and that's okay. Maybe you lost a few friends along the way. Maybe you've done things that you weren't so proud along the way, but that we're still going to be moving forward. Time is still going to be going. It's not waiting for you. It's not being like, oh, we're still in 2013 when you made a mistake. We're still in 2013. No, we're constantly moving forward. So 2013, 14, 15, 16, you get it. It goes up. Time is not waiting. So just constantly work on yourself and improve. And as you go through that process, you will be a broken beauty. Let me tell you that. Amen to that, okay? I love you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys want to say anything to me, or just shout out to me, or if you're feeling a certain way and it's a uplifting, empowering, or encouraging, or a good positive comment, feedback, please put it down below. If you have nothing better to say, you can just leave. If you want to put some criticism and just give me some kind of things to work on, that's fine. You can put it down there. I mean, like I told you, I ain't perfect, and I'm just new and being myself, learning as I go, sharing you guys with my knowledge, experience, and wisdom. You know, that's the best I can do. And I know people are going to be like, wow, she looks like she got all her stuff together, but she's still working on herself. So it's never too late to work on yourself. Amen to that. Like, just know that you are working on yourself. Maybe you look at other people like, oh my gosh, she has everything together. Look at her. Look at her. She probably have a beautiful home. She probably have, like, I don't know, nice cars. She probably has money in the bank. She probably be perfect. She probably be like having lots of friends. Like, you know, I don't have it all. Just telling y'all that. And yeah, I'm working on myself, you know, and I'll get there. We'll all get there. But just to know that when you're looking at other people fantasizing of what they may have, when you really don't know about their life, you're going to make yourself in a miserable situation, and you're not going to be able to have gratitude and appreciate what you have in life. Because sometimes the very little thing that you have, some other people don't have. So be grateful for that. Like, not in a bad way. I'm just saying is have gratitude. Oh, excuse me. And just practice that. Like, one thing that I've practiced on gratitude is, you know, really just appreciating and writing down, journaling what I am blessed to have, what I'm happy to have in this life. And yeah, I'm gonna have all the things that I want in life. That's okay. At least I have things that make me become a better person in life. So knowing that will help you tremendously and make you feel more confident and happier and accepting of what you have in life, instead of wishing you want certain things in life when you don't have it. That's going to be very miserable and down the sad road. And you don't want to live life in the sad road, because we only live once, you guys. We only live once. Live it the way you want and the way you deserve, okay? Be happy. Be happy, because you ain't going to ever be happy. Because if you're trying to not be happy now and you're saying, I'll only be happy when I'm done with college, having a $30 paying job an hour. No, honey. What if you never get there? What if you never get that job and you're never going to be happy? So just be happy now. Like the other day, I just learned. I have to learn how to be happy now with what I have, what I'm working on. I'm going to be happy now. I choose to be happy now. It's a personal choice. It's very powerful. When I am happy now, I am content. I am happy. I'm not tricking myself doing things that are not going to be good, that I'm going to regret later down the road. So, you guys, thank you again for watching my videos. I love you guys. Take care. And you guys are all beautiful. Bye, my broken beauties.